Are you ready to create a life you crave? Let's spin that doom loop of negativity into an upward success cycle and start living lucky. Good morning. I'm Jana.
I'm Jason.
And we are living lucky. I hope you are too. We are manifesting.
Can you feel it?
That's what we're talking about today, is attaching the feeling. And this, I think, is the most important thing. I've said that every day. I've said that every day that we've been talking about manifesting. This is the most important thing.
Well, I think all things are so important when it comes to manifesting. And that's why it's important to just really be focused on what you want, why you want it, what you're going to do to get it, and who you need to become to get it. And all these little factors, when you're missing one of the factors, that's where the small blocks come in and we start reverse manifesting.
Attaching a feeling, though, is where I think people miss the boat.
Yes.
Because so many people have the mentality, when I do this, then I'll be happy.
Absolutely. Or they think all I have to do is say these affirmations over and over again, and that's going to manifest something.
But they don't feel it, and their minds have a bullshit detector.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Your subconscious is like, hey, I'm not buying into this yet.
Yeah, you're saying the affirmation, I'm
abundant. I'm loved. Whatever you're saying.
I am vivacious, and my body is saying, no, you're not. You're out of energy, and you really just want to go get on the couch and get under your heating blanket. And so that disconnect is sending this mixed message out into the universe. It's kind of like going to a bar and you're giving a mixed message to the guy
or the girl,
okay, whoever you're trying to pick up at the bar, and you're saying, hey, you know what, I'm available. No, I'm not. I'm available. No, I'm not. I'm available. No, I'm not. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's a mixed message there. It's all about communication.
And the universe doesn't play like that.
Thank you, Jason.
There are some people
that universe doesn't play like that.
The universe doesn't play like that.
The universe will give you whatever you are. You attract whatever you are.
Yeah. And you have to be feeling it and feeling it deeply.
So back to my example of when I do this, then I'll be happy. What people don't understand is if they are happy now, then they will attract whatever their goal is.
Yes.
So if the secret to it all is feel good now. Feel good now.
That's strong, and I love the
But
idea.
people don't okay. So you say that's strong, and you're like, oh, that's so good, but it's so much. Yes.
And so I probably would have fought it a long time ago, and certain points in my life, I'm so trained, and I guess into the equation now that it's natural for me.
Okay, you say that, Jason. I struggle with this.
I know.
I struggle with this. I'm going to admit it. I consider myself, I study manifestation. I love talking about this. This is my favorite topic in the world. And yet, I am that person who has literally, in the last 10 years, I go through every single thought that I have. I analyze every single thought. However, my body many times has an entirely different message that it's sending. My thoughts can be positive and cheerful and happy and on those high vibration scales. However, my body can be saying, you know what? I don't have any energy. I feel tired. And I know what you say matters. But that's me being real and authentic. So there is a disconnect. And I feel like if I say what I'm really feeling, and if I'm being honest and truthful, then I'm putting out into the universe a mixed signal. So what people are trying to there's a problem there.
Yeah. Well, and I think part of that is building up your resilience and building and working into it, because there's a saying that I don't like going to the gym, but I like having gone. So I am tired, or I feel tired right now. But what are the things that I can do that start to give me energy? And we built into that. So we built in the green smoothies. We built in the gratitude walk, the small exercise routines that build energy and don't drain energy. And then finding also what your motivators are. So when we talk about feeling the feeling, to me, that's really when you're imagining, when you're meditating, it's experiencing what that's gonna be like in the moment, and then really trying to hold on to that and feed that in the present. So almost transporting yourself mentally and emotionally into the future, into everything that you want to have, be, create.
And then pivot to the future instead of living into your past.
Oh gosh, yes.
And really, and this is me being so transparent and so real right now, because I have to admit, I have come to the realization that I am a little bit addicted to some sad emotions. I am addicted to disappointment. I am addicted to feeling a little bit of, I kind of like that sadness feeling. And I know it sounds so messed up, but there's something about feeling sad to me that makes me feel alive.
So,
and I can't quite feel that exuberance and joy and happiness because I haven't felt that in such a long time. My body has not felt that super excitement that like I remember feeling when I was 15 or even when I was 9. I haven't felt that in, I'm 48 now. So I haven't felt those feelings in decades. So I haven't been able to
identify,
step into that again, because it just feels like that is so
far away,
long gone for me.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people are addicted to that feeling. So, and there's two different examples for this. So one is like when I was working all the time and I'm working all the time now, but when I was in the hamster wheel of life, there was this feeling of, I don't even know what it's like to be pain-free. Like, I don't even know what it's like to not have stress. I don't know what it's like to not have anxiety. My body doesn't recognize any of that because I'm operating in a new normal of pain, anxiety, stress, all these factors that I've kind of taken on and said, I have strong shoulders. I can bear this burden. And then when you talk about the addicted to the sadness feeling, or the addicted to feeling those strong emotions on the negative cycle.
It's comfortable for me. It has become my emotional home.
Well, those can make people feel alive. I mean, think about when you went through a breakup in high school or college. What do? You go to your playlist of Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares to You, all the really sad songs. For me, it was
songs. Four Non-Blondes. Yeah.
Something that's going to really evoke the crying. What's going on? Yeah. It's a way to feel it deeply and to give yourself that. It's almost a comfort to yourself, and it's throwing the pity party for yourself. And then it's exacerbating the emotions that you're feeling because you're like, why am I alone? All these things. And it's feeding that wolf.
And I also feel like there's been so many times in my life when I have tried to step into my dream or step into the future, as you say. I've tried to pivot into these new, exciting, exuberant feelings, and I have been disappointed. I've been disappointed. And when I step into that, then there's a little bit of resentment that has started to build up, I want to say, against the universe or against God. And so it's almost like love like you've never been hurt, or to let that go and to trust and believe that, okay, this time's going to be different. There's something that is autonomic. It's almost like Pavlov's dog. And there's a saliva response. So when I do start to head toward my dream, it's almost like my body says, "Oh, Jana, watch out." And it just starts to have these autonomic responses to protect me.
Yeah, that pull you back to where you were, which create that feeling that you love, that you're addicted to. And you allow, and that's kind of what you're.
And so at some point, when we become aware of this, there is a choice that we have to make. There's a choice. And the hardest part of this is saying, you know what? I'm aware of what's happening. My body is almost becoming my mind. My body is overtaking my thoughts right now.
Because your feelings.
And I have the choice of saying, nope, I'm in control. I'm in control of my body. My body is not in control of me. I'm in control of my body. And the hardest part is to say, I'm not going to make the same decisions that I made yesterday.
Oh.
That is the hardest thing. And it can be something so small. It can be just a small adjustment.
Yes.
A small adjustment.
So immediately I'm thinking of like when I was wanting to lose some weight.
Yes.
And I would fall into these same patterns of I want to lose weight, and I would work so hard. Almost the exact story that you're talking about over and over when you're thinking, and I would start moving towards that goal, and then I would start making choices that were not in that losing weight or feeling healthier category, like sneaking into not Dunkin' Donuts, but Krispy Kreme.
Yes.
Sneaking into the ice cream aisle.
I mean, the hardest thing is to say, you know what? I'm not going to do what I did yesterday.
It's almost like I said, I deserve to treat myself, and then I just treated myself poorly.
How are you going to treat yourself?
I fed into that emotion of feeding that negative wolf. That was moving me away from my end goal of manifesting a healthy body and a healthy life and more energy.
So attaching a feeling, that's what is our lesson today. And that's what's so important when it comes to manifesting. So it doesn't matter how positive your thoughts are, or what your vision is, or how well your intentions are, or how well you articulate exactly what you want. That has no meaning at all if you don't attach the right feeling. You have to attach the right feeling. So if I'm putting out all these great intentions and great visions and great dreams, however, I'm putting out a disappointment feeling attached to it, guess what I'm going to get?
Because you're vibing out, you're sending out the vibrations of those disappointment feelings.
I have to believe. And that's why we have to start making small incremental steps, and we have to start trusting. And it's a hard process, and it is oh so simple and oh so complex at the same time.
And oh so beautiful when you start seeing it.
Oh so beautiful. So stick with us, and together we will manifest a life of our dreams, and we will all start living lucky. Love you guys. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye. If the idea of living lucky appeals to you, visit us at startlivinglucky.com.